Hello friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and in this video we'll share some tips, tricks and features of the POCO M2 Pro. So POCO M2 Pro is the latest smartphone announced by POCO in India, and the device pricing starts at 13,999 and comes with a MIUI for POCO. And this device comes with the Snapdragon 720G octa-core processor. So in this video we'll see some of the tips, tricks and features. So we have already done a video on the tips and tricks, so you can try out on the camera UI, so you can check out that video as well. So in this video we'll be focusing on the software features, tips and tricks of the POCO M2 Pro. So if this is your first time on this channel, do hit that subscribe button and also hit the bell icon to get notified of all the videos we publish. Now coming to the tips and tricks. So let's first go to the settings panel. So in the settings panel you get a lot of additional options unlike the standard Android UI. So let's talk about those features here. So first is the display. So display settings, this comes with an IPS LCD panel. Now we have this, there's a color scheme available for the display. Now color scheme, you can see there are three options. One is the auto mode, then you have the saturated colors, then the standard colors. So obviously saturated colors will give you vibrant colors, so that is recommended if you want a vibrant looking colors, but otherwise the standard or the auto colors are the better option. Then you can also go with the color temperature. That means you can go with either default mode. If you want a bit of warmer tones, you can go with the warm, or if you want a bit of cooler tones, you can go with that as well, or select the default one, which will select based on the device. Now next let's go to other options. So we have this dark mode available. So if you want the dark UI, so you can just enable the dark UI here. So you can also schedule the dark UI in case you want it at a particular time. You can do that as well. Then next let's see the notch and the status bar. So this device comes with a punch hole camera, so if you want to hide the notch, you can do that. So you can see here there are three options. One is don't hide, that's the standard option. Then you can hide with the status bar inside the black area, and the third one is hide and move the status bar as well. So status bar will come to the bottom of the notch area. So these are the three options. You can customize the notch area, and you can also see individual apps to set your preference. Say for example, some apps you want the notch to be hidden, some apps you don't want the notch to be available. So based on that you can actually customize this. So this is the notch which can be customized for each of the application. Now next let's go to the home screen. So home screen, basically if you have a third-party launcher app installed, you can just customize it. So the default launcher is the POCO launcher, so you can actually change this if you have a third-party launcher installed. Then personalization, you can select the background color. You can go with the light, dark or the system color, and you can also see the app drawer transparency. You can set the transparency for the app drawer, say 25%, this is transparency, 50% transparency, 70%, or if you want a completely transparent one, you can go with the 100%, and if you want a darker one, you can go with that, or you can go with a lighter one. So that's the background for the app drawer, so very useful if you want to have a customization there. Next you can select the icon pack. So you can see that this is the default icon available. You can click here and add more, so you can go with either Get Apps or the Play Store and download additional icon packs and customize this. Now customizing the layout. So basically we have the layout here. You can see the options here. So here we have 5 icons, so you can go with the 4 or 3 icons as well. So based on what suits you, you can select that. You can also see the size of the icons: XL, medium, large, extra small. So these are sizes available. So once you're done, you can click apply. Now next the POCO app drawer, you can see here this has multiple categories here. So you can see the top: communication, entertainment, photography, tools, shopping, games, etc. So you can customize this option. So manage app categories. So you can see here these are the categories available. So you can also add a different category here. So these are the options. So you can customize this. You can delete these categories as well. The next is the home screen. So home screen, you can see there is an option to show the memory status, and also you can lock the home screen layout if you don't want any edits to happen. So those things can also be available here. Now there is also double tap to lock the screen, so that option is included. So if you want to quickly turn off the screen, you can just turn this on, and double tapping on the screen will actually turn off the display. So that's another useful option in the home screen. Now next let's go to the password and security. Now if you go to the face unlock, so if you enter the face unlock, you can see there is an option to allow face unlock when the screen lights up. So basically this is a very useful option because this will speed up the unlock process. So once you turn this on, whenever the screen lights up, or rather the screen turns on, it will actually do the face unlock. It will search for the face and it will actually do the unlock. So that's very useful option. You can unlock the device using the face data whenever the screen lights up for incoming notification. So this may drain up battery more, but this is kind of faster unlocking. Now if you go to the fingerprint sensor, fingerprint option, you can see the fingerprints added. Now there is an option, fingerprint recognition method. That means if you touch the icon, the fingerprint sensor, it will unlock. If you don't want to do that, you can actually press it. That will turn on the power as well as unlock it. So those things are included. So basically you can customize how you want to unlock, either touch on it or press on it. So that can be configured here. Then there is app lock. You can use app lock for fingerprint, so we'll come back to the app lock in a while. So you can also enable fingerprint for payments, so that's another useful functionality included. Now going into the battery, so here we have the option to optimize the battery performance. So there is also battery saver mode available. You can also see the battery usage stats, and there is again scheduled power on and off option available there. So that's the battery option. Now next is the apps. So here if you go, you can say that there is a dual apps option. So dual apps basically allows you to create two instances of the apps. So for example, if you want two accounts of Facebook, you can enable that. Similarly, for all the apps installed, you can literally do that. So many of the apps which supports dual apps are included here, so you can enable dual apps for these apps. Then you can see that there is an app lock. So app lock is basically you can just turn on and you can protect your apps. Say for example, if you don't want anyone to actually see your WhatsApp, you can lock it, and once you locked it, you can actually unlock it only if you use the face unlock, fingerprint, or the passcode. So it's basically protecting your apps. So you can just turn this on, and you can set a pattern by connecting either 4 dots, and you can set the pin, and once you are set, you can add apps to the app lock, and then whatever apps are included there, you need to enter your passcode before you can access the app. So that's the app lock functionality. Now additional settings, you can see there is an option for full screen display. So you can see that there is a full screen gestures option. So this is the gestures. You can just show you the gestures. So this is the home button, and if you just hold it, you can see the multitasking option. So just select this, and if you want to go back, just swipe on either side. So that's the go back option. So that's the full screen gestures available on this device. So you can see how you can enable these gestures. Otherwise you can go with the buttons. Then there is the quick ball option. So quick ball, once you enable, so we'll just show you. So you can see that there is a small icon available. So we have some shortcuts available. So you can actually select these shortcuts. So you can see that home, menu, lock, screenshot, back. So these are the shortcuts available. So you can select these shortcuts. So these are the options available. So you can select shortcuts whatever you want, and just swipe here, and you get this quick ball, and then you can enable or rather use these shortcuts. So that's the quick ball option, and you can customize this from the settings. Then there is one-handed mode. So this is a kind of useful mode. So we'll just show you. So you can see that there are 3 options: 4 inches, 5 inches, 4.5 inches, 4 inches, and 3.5 inches. So we'll just enable this, and then we'll show you. So there you go. That's the one-handed mode. So that's the 3.5 mm 4 inches one-handed mode. So this is 4.5 inches. If you go with 3.5 inches, this is how it works. So that's the one-handed mode available on this device. Then if you go to the special features, so we just select this. So here we have a game turbo mode. So for gamers, this is very useful option. And then you also have the second space. So second space is literally creating another space in your phone, wherein you can differentiate your home apps as well as office apps. So basically you can create your home space as well as office space. So basically those don't mix up. So you have better control of your office and personal apps. So that's another second space option. So these are some of the options included in this UI. So these are some of the tips and tricks you can try out on this device. And if you go to notification toggles, here we have an option to edit the toggle. So basically you can have customization of the toggles, and you can actually reconfigure the toggles location. so that option is also included. So once you click the done, you can have the toggles in there. Now one of the issues with the MIUI is that the get apps option, this sends a lot of notification. Actually it's kind of actually annoying notification. So how do you turn off this notification? Just go to the Me and then click here for settings, and you can see that just turn off the update notifications. So you can see that all the notifications can be turned off. So that means you won't get any notification from this app. So this is basically an app store from Xiaomi, and this actually does a lot of notifications. So in case you are annoyed with that, you can just turn off the app notifications here. So that is the tips and tricks on the Poco M2 Pro. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do hit that like button and also hit the red subscribe button for more videos. This is Nirmal signing off. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.